Myles Lewis-Skelly, what an amazing story. 18 years old, in at left back, came in as a makeshift left back at Arsenal and has, kept the position and has been doing brilliantly. And he now starts for England, not even off the bench, starts for England. A midfield of Declan Rice and Jones from Liverpool. And then three in front of them, Phil Foden, bit lucky to be in this team, I'd say, Bellingham, and a return to the England team for Marcus Rashford. And up front, a player who's been scoring goals for fun in the Bundesliga, Harry Kane. Let me go to Kane now. What do you think of that team? Myles Lewis-Skelly in from the start.
I'm quite shocked that Myles is starting, to be honest. I thought maybe he'd, do something else, maybe play Livramento or something like that. I didn't think he'd start Myles. Like, the way he even spoke about it in presses, he was saying how it was very parental and he felt about protecting him and stuff like that. So I'm quite surprised. I'm happy, but I'm surprised that he's starting. And also, it's not going to be easy. But, and then there's a few others in there, like Kyle Walker. I mean, I get it. I understand why he starts, but I thought he'd choose his guy, Reece James.
Just on the Myles Lewis-Skelly thing, I see why some people might be surprised, but I'm not so surprised because I think he's there on merit, number one, because I think of him and Livramento's a good player, but I think based on what I've seen recently, Myles Lewis-Skelly is at least as good, if not better. Secondly, the way I look at it is this, so...
Livramento's good though.
No, he's a good player. I said he's a good player.
Look what he did to Mo Salah last week.
He's not better than Myles.
Locked out Salah last week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
At Wembley.
Yeah.
Surprised really that, maybe he might have said to himself, right, at Wembley again, he goes with Livramento.
Yeah, and
that's me talking as a obviously a Lewis-Skelly fan, but, listen, two great young players.
Yeah, both
and
deserve
Lewis-Skelly has played a lot of high-level games, so has Livramento. I mean, that's a tough one. Okay, Bellingham.
That's
great goal, play through is a chance.
Myles Lewis-Skelly!
1-0, Myles Lewis-Skelly. What a moment for Myles Lewis-Skelly with his first goal for England on his debut. That's absolutely amazing. Curtis Jones goes and hugs him. He looks like he's overwhelmed by the moment. Myles Lewis-Skelly scores for England. What a story.
This kid,
that is an amazing moment. He looks emotional.
He looks like he's going to cry.
Dan Burn hugs him. He can't believe it. He can't believe it. All of the teams coming out, and there's Declan Rice hugging him. What a moment! This praise.
He doesn't know what celebration to do.
He looks onside.
Nah, he's onside.
He's onside. He's bent his run perfectly.
Perfect.
Myles Lewis-Skelly, bang, straight through the legs of the keeper, and it's an unbelievable moment.
You know what was good about that move as well? The way he was determined to get past the defender.
Used his strength, got past him. And that is brilliant.
That's what Harry Kane should have done.
Thomas Tuchel
that is what Harry Kane should have done.
That selection from Hale End to Wembley. Myles Lewis-Skelly with his first ever goal for England on his debut. And Thomas Tuchel there, a very happy man. I'm so pleased for him. What a moment.
All those people that were there slating off this innocent 18-year-old kid.
Look at him there, cheering up the crowd. This kid, I'm telling you.
He's 18 years old, making his mark, and he scored in his first game for England.
The only problem
that is a guy that deserves to be called
for Jamaica, but anyway, that's fine.
Don't you start, man. Would you play for... In fact, let's not even start this conversation. Would you play for...
No, that's just tongue-in-cheek. No, listen, man, I'm made up for him. Great.
What a moment.
I'm so happy for him. Because he's been getting a lot of...
dream debut goal.
Yeah, a lot of unfair scrutiny because... of how he's... I don't even know why. And look, he's turned up in a big moment again. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm so happy
because there were some people saying, how's he got in?
He's been getting a lot of...
He just showed everybody why he's in.
Yeah, a lot of hate.
And on the ball again there, very confident.
And I'm so happy for him.
I'm so happy for him.
It's a big moment for him.
Big up to everybody in the chat right now. As I said, don't forget to like it. We've only got 232 likes. Wagwan, people. Wagwan.
What's the ceiling for Myles Lewis-Skelly? Bro.
Foden coming forwards.
Yes, well done, Phil. He's actually done right there.
Well. Why did he cross the ball there? What's with the little back flicks?
Little flick thing.
Cross the ball into the box, man.
What's that, man?
What's the ceiling for Myles Lewis-Skelly?
Yo.
Win the World Cup with England.
Sky's the limit.
18.
Sky's the limit. I think he's got so much potential.
In there.
Go on, Rashford, take him on.
Plays it to Myles Lewis-Skelly. Nice little playback, but he was fouled, surely.
Still playing on?
Played on? I know he hasn't. He pulled it back.
He scored it, fair enough. Look, Myles has a massive ceiling considering that, look, he's playing left back. He's not even a left back. He's a midfielder. And he's made that position. He's gone to Arsenal and he's made that position his own.
Yeah.
And he's now starting for England. His first
Great
game.
ball as well, by the way. There
He's
was a foul on him.
Yeah, it's true.
MLS
There
is
should
a
have been a-
star, says Ulf.
Yeah, he is a star.
Skelly, young player of the year, says Lewis Brown. You're going a bit early with that. Tatted Ginger 88 says, yo, big up Skelly. He deserves everything he's
Yeah.
getting. I remember his mum was telling me how hard he works.
Yeah.
And it's paying off.
100%.
Rashford looking sharp, says Mikey.
Yeah.
Haters have gone quiet now, says Charlie.
Exactly.
Rashford is back, says Kihali.
Exactly. Nah, I'm absolutely buzzing for him. I think even when he celebrated that, he looked very like...
He looks a bit emotional.
He looked very emotional.
We Are Football says Super Miles 1-0. Skelly, says Siki Trabran.
Oh, that's good strength there, by
That's
him.
it.
So
Well
everyone
done,
needs
Dan
to big
Burn.
up Skelly. Dan Burn playing it back. Another guy that's,
Yeah.
on the other spectrum of things where he's got his debut age
Yeah,
33.
he's 32, I think.
32? I
But
mean,
look-
that's another amazing story. Scores at Wembley
Yeah.
last week. Wins Newcastle as a Newcastle kid. Wins them their first, helps them to win their first cup
Trophy
for
at
71
72
years.
Yeah, yeah.
As a Newcastle, as a Geordie, and now playing at Wembley for England. I mean, he must be pinching himself as well, Dan
Yeah.
Burn.
I'm actually really
I'll tell you what else was nice about that. If you noticed, all the England players to a man went over to Myles Lewis-Skelly and was giving him like a hug and a kiss and whatever.
It's a big moment.
It is.
Yeah,
Big
it is.
moment,
Look.
People underestimate how hard that must be as an 18-year-old. You're
Yeah.
going into a squad of all senior players,
Exactly.
right? You must be thinking.
He's the
I
youngest
think,
one there,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
the
you
next
must be
youngest
thinking yourself.
person there is Jude Bellingham, and he's playing every minute for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
He's been doing it since he was 17, and he went to Borussia Dortmund, and he's been doing it since then.
For these
So-
kids at their age to be doing what
Yeah.
they're doing, Bellingham,
He must feel
Skelly,
revered,
all these,
you know.
when Saka first broke through, Foden.
Exactly.
I mean, it's incredible.
Goodbye. He's having the privilege now to play under a very top coach in Thomas Tuchel, who's been there and done it. So it must feel like a massive moment for him.
Look at him there, inverted. Look at his
Yeah,
position.
look
there.
how far forward
he's
he
been
is.
asked to really invert and play, and so they should. You don't, the way Albania are set up, you only need to keep two players at the back, innit?
That's what I was saying earlier, and you lot said,
No, but that's
we
what
weren't
they've been
saying
playing
that.
all game. But,
But I
but
think,
you were saying there, but they've scored.
No,
It's
but
1-0.
no, but what I'm saying, when
but
I
then
said
your
that earlier
argument-
about there's no threat,
No,
you
but
said,
hold it,
yeah,
your
but
argument's now defunct.
yeah, but it
because
was
it's
like
1-0.
10 minutes when
it's
you were
not
saying.
defunct.
It is 24
not
minutes
defunct.
gone, 1-0.
No, I was calling for that, and it happened.
So as
And
we
it's
said,
happened.
be
It's not
patient.
defunct, is it? I was right.
Be patient.
loose
innit?
ball there,
Remember
and
we said
Declan
that,
Rice has
and the
got it back.
patience has paid off.
Yeah, look, with low blocks, very rarely do you
Bro.
see that you break down a low block in the first 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
You actually have to get a feel of, right, I know this guy's
Ball
going to
given
double up.
away.